How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Make Money Trucking. So something unexpected happened, and I had a rare opportunity to get something, and I didn't really expect this to come up as soon as it did, but I'm sure you all are kind of wondering what I'm talking about. And I did buy another truck. Now I'm gonna show you guys in a second. It's just over that way, behind the camera. But yeah, so I decided to pull the trigger on another truck after selling the glider. I need something for 2022 taxes. I got the two trailers, this one and this one, but that's not gonna help me for this year. So I thought, instead of waiting until, you know, midway through the year, into the year, I'm always looking at truck papers. So a good truck came up, and you know, I wish I could have kept the glider, but unfortunately it wasn't heavy spec. It didn't have the, you know, heavy rears, the stout suspension, and, you know, out on the dirt and the rocks out here, and that's more towards what we're doing. It just wouldn't have got the job done as well as I would have liked it to, and it would just got beat up. So it was better meant for the highway, not heavy haul. So yeah, guys, without further ado, I will show you what it is. Here is the new truck. Well, new to me. So this is a 2015 Freightliner Coronado SD 122. Now, as you'll see right off the bat, it does have a lift axle, which depending on what I'm hauling or where I'm hauling, that will help out for being like legal and having enough axles. I'll kind of give you a quick walk around, and then we'll get inside the truck. It's got 24/5 tires on it. What's nice about this truck too is it was doing the same thing that I do with my truck, so it has a wet kit already installed on it. I do wish it had more frame rail space, but that is what it is. Also, a good thing about this truck is there's not any like really bad rust. I mean, everything you see is just surface rust. This has been a Colorado and Wyoming truck its whole life. It's been in and out of North Dakota a little bit, but so it's not from out east or up northwest, and it does not have any really bad cancer rust on it. Someone did acid the rims, so those could get shined up, kind of like my truck over here. The other one, you know, those will shine up real nice. It's just dirty, been running it. So yeah, here she is. This is a smaller sleeper. I think it's a 48-inch sleeper, and it is a flat top, where my truck is it's more of a mid-roof. And this one's got the set front axle, where mine's got the set back axle. And what's nice is this one has doesn't have a full herd bumper or brush guard, but this right here is solid. This is a solid metal bumper, so it could take a pretty good impact, you know, from, you know, animals, deer, all that stuff, and be all right. This truck is really clean. Now I'll show you guys in a second, but the outside's really clean. Like, the parts that matter on this truck is really clean. The interior, I'll be honest with you, it's a little iffy, but that's easy to fix, and we'll go over that in a second. But here's the other side. We have 80-gallon fuel tanks. This lift axle is steerable, and you control it from inside the truck. These fenders are nice to have. Mine are stainless on my other truck, which they'll do the job just fine. But yeah, once again, if you look at the frame, I mean, it's dirty, it needs to be washed and whatnot, but that's just surface paint flaking off and a little bit of surface rust, but there's not any deep cancer. It's really clean. Sliding fifth wheel, and then there's the wet kit. Give you a look at what the back looks like. You know, pretty standard, pretty clean. And let's go on the inside and I'll show you that. All right, so around the driver's side, this is another 80-gallon tank. I wish they were hundreds, but it is what it is. All right, so here is what the interior looks like. Now, this had a really rough seat in it. I already replaced the seat. I'll have a video after I've been holding on to this video. After I release this video of this new truck reveal, I will release a video of replacing that seat and how to do that and whatnot. But you know, it is really dirty, and I'll be honest, I mean, it's not too bad. It's got a brand new steering wheel. Previous owner was really excited about this, said it was a pain in the butt to get, took 9 months and it was really expensive, but got that taken care of. Door panel, and this is an 18 speed, just like my blue truck. Interior is very similar, you know, from the front seats forward, everything's pretty much identical. If you see there, the truck has 344,000 miles. So that's another reason why I jumped on this truck, because it was low mileage. Show you up there, pretty standard, just like my blue truck, except for the roof is a little bit shorter. And yeah, so there are some things that need to be addressed, like the head unit radio doesn't work. I'll show you kind of what's going on. So basically the truck has subwoofers in it. I don't know if it has speakers or not, or just subwoofers. And it's got an amplifier in the bed, underneath the bed. And as you see, the interior needs a little bit of love. You know, it's just real dirty, you know. The guy who owned it before, the guy I bought it from, he didn't really care about the interior for some weird reason. And he tried telling me, well, it's a work truck. Well, you know, whatever. My trucks don't. Might have like a couple of water balls on the ground. They might not be the cleanest, but they're not like tore up like this. Like, so we're gonna do a good cleaning on this truck. I'm gonna do a video on that as well. Yeah, so that's the sleeper. I hate this. I hate when people do this. This is my biggest pet peeve, when we start drilling shelves made out of wood, wire, whatever, metal. This is the most jankiest crap. I hate this. It's just, it looks so just crappy. So I wasn't very happy about that. But this is easy fixes. I already threw away the mattress. It was gross. Truck came with some parts, new hoses, radiator hoses, some belts. He told me that this truck likes to throw belts, which I don't know why that is. Mine does not, so I don't know why that is. But yeah, a big old inverter there, and it's just hanging out. It's not really, you know, bolted down. You know, when I first came to look at the truck, this seat wasn't even bolted down either, so I got him to get that bolted down. And there's some wiring everywhere. Like, I don't know what the hell it goes to. This probably goes to an old ELD or something. There's a bunch of wires. They're going to the subwoofers. That's a Dell, so that's a laptop. You know, power charger, whatever. But yeah, so this is the truck. And hope you guys like it. I jumped on it. It was a good deal. It was close by me, local in the same state, so I ended up, you know, jumping on it because, you know, I need the write-off. And I was looking at possibly doing something else you know, buying a different truck, but I decided I'd get this one because it's got everything I want. All right, guys, so up here on the passenger sun visor on Freightliners has a spec sheet, like what the truck comes with: rear end, suspension, gear ratios, horsepower, all the stuff that the truck's, you know, made with. So I'll show you that real fast. So here it is. As you can see, it says 46,000 pound rears, Meritor, if I can get it to focus. And then right above that, this is a DD16, 600 horsepower. And then it's got 391. So it's got 391 gear ratio, which is pretty good for what I do. That's kind of, I've got 373s in mine. And if I was going to be doing some more highway stuff, I would like a better ratio, like probably 355, or, you know, even maybe even like a little bit lower than that. But, you know, given that I do a lot of stuff on dirt, a lot of pulling little hills, kind of just, you know, driving about, you know, 30, 45, 55 miles an hour. A lot of the county roads out here are like 65. That's a max speed limit. So a lot of weight that you're pulling, stop and go out there on some ranches in the dirt. You want that taller ratio so you can just, you know, get off the line better. But yeah, so let's go look at under the hood. And that's kind of what I'm really excited about. All right, guys, so here we have the beast. DD16 engine, 600 horsepower. My blue truck is only 565 and it's got a DD15, so this is the biggest motor you can get from Detroit currently. And as you can see, it's real clean. It is dirty, does need to get washed. That's just mud and road grime, but clean. There's no rust on this truck. And that's what I liked about it, because after that glider had a little bit of, you know, underlying rust that I didn't really notice at first. But we got the water fuel separator. I always like to have these. The blue truck doesn't have one, but I think because it was a Canadian spec, I think they don't like running these in Canada. I think it's too cold and they're worried about it shattering or breaking. Let me know in the comments if you know why in Canada they don't run the fuel bowls. I would think that's because of, you know, the tendency for them to shatter if it gets too cold. Yeah, go around this other side. Here's what the passenger side looks like. Like I said, I could I could overlook some of the interior mishaps and not taking so much good of the interior, because the drive line, the drivetrain is been really well taken care of on this truck. The guy that owned it was real particular about services, running additives and all that good stuff. I'm not so big on that, to be honest, but you know, I've talked to the guy before. I kind of seen the truck around, and you know, I kind of met him a couple years ago and kind of asked him, and he told me, you know, all of his service intervals he does on it, and kind of what he does to try to, you know, preventive maintenance and keep the truck tip-top shape. You know, like he's already gone through once and replaced he replaced the belts. He bought all the coolant lines and hoses, and he was about ready to do that before I bought it, but he decided, you know, not to, which is fine. But yeah, this thing's really, really clean. There's not hardly any rust at all. I'm pretty happy about it. Oh, I didn't mention, this truck already has the LED headlight upgrade, but they're not that great. I like the ones on my blue truck a lot better. So I might be doing a video on replacing these, even though they are LED and they have these little heat rings that are supposed to heat up in the winter so they don't ice over. But that was a cool little addition. They're kind of a purple ish light. I like a white light, maybe light, you know, but this is really kind of a weird LED color light. kind of looks more purple or blue on the road, which I don't really like. So we're gonna be fixing that. Funny enough, I used to run these on my other trucks, these rigid fog lights. It's got a set of them on here already, so that'll be good. But yeah, so there she is, 2015 Freightliner Coronado SD 122. So plans for this truck, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna clean it up. Let me know if you want to see some videos on that. I'll probably do some videos of like cleaning this thing up and really giving it a good, like, I guess, interior restoration detail. Nothing really needs restored, just needs kind of cleaned, you know. Restoring would be like replacing stuff, but this thing's pretty good. It doesn't need any, like, a couple replacement parts here and there. You know, it's pretty dirty, but I can clean all this up. The seat, I bought a steamer, so hopefully I can get this discoloration off the seat, and then just, you know, clean up the dash, and we'll be replacing the radio, and maybe doing something about the sound system, maybe seeing if it actually works, if we can get it working, or replacing it or getting rid of it. I haven't really decided yet. And then this ugly power inverter, it works though, supposedly. I haven't tested it out. The guy said it works, so I might keep it in here because I've been really wanting to put a just a creature comfort. You know, a lot of times I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so like, I have a cooler in my other truck. It's not a fridge. They're like the ones that sit in the ground. If you put like a microwavable dinner in there, you know, you could heat up in a microwave, you know, and actually have a decent, you know, meal, you know, in the middle of your day when you're out in the middle of nowhere. So I might keep that in there so I could put a microwave in here. And then also on the, I would like to find a wrecked truck or go on Truck Parts and see if I can't find shelving for this sleeper, because all the skeleton pieces past the trim, there should be you can still like bolt on sleeper parts. You know, like my blue truck, it's got shelving and compartments all on the top here, and I'm pretty sure if I look online I can find the pieces, if I can find the same color and configuration with a, you know, mid roof or flat top, and add sleeper cabinets onto this interior. And then right here, a lot of these trucks usually come with like what would be like a TV post, or a TV like placement. I'd like to get one of those for this and see if I can make it mock it up to fit, because I'd like to put a microwave there, and that'd be pretty nice, you know, just little creature comforts. But all right, that's pretty much it. Show you guys, yeah, not a whole lot of space in between, not a whole lot of working space, but I'm usually local, so I won't be using the sleeper that much either anyways, and this floor space is usually fine. I'll show you guys the so in here we have an amplifier for that sound system, and then belts, more belts. It's got me a little worried, but I'm hoping it's just a tensioner pulley or pulley of some sort that's causing the truck to go through belts quicker than it should. And I don't know, maybe it went through a belt a couple times and the problem got fixed or rectified, but the guy told me it does go through belts more than it should, which isn't a major problem. That's why he has so many extras in here. Where I've had a lot of my trucks, I have not really ever gone through belts. I had one kind of tear a little bit and I replaced it, was able to limp it back, but yeah, so that's kind of the only thing that I know of. But yeah, the color sure stands out. I like the color, it's not too bad. I'm not a big fan of red, to be honest, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna have a series coming up on, you know, cleaning the interior, getting it to, you know, a good quality, not showroom quality, because it is a work truck, but kind of cleaning it up a lot and getting it looking nice and like it should. Because just because you have a work truck and you, whether you do construction or oil field, it shouldn't be trashed on the inside. Like, as far as like true panels, like dirty and like scuffed up and, you know, things all out of whack. Like, but that's just my personal opinion, I guess. But yeah, guys, so there it is, the new truck on the channel. I also have some other plans for this that I'll talk about on a future video, but for right now, just gonna kind of get it where it needs to be running currently. But all right, guys, like always, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. All right, guys, one thing I did not mention is it's funny, on this truck my passenger window doesn't work, so I'm gonna need to replace the window regulator in this one. And then on my blue truck, the driver's side window does not work, so I've got one window that doesn't work on each truck. So I'll have to do a video on replacing the window regulators. Not a big deal, just kind of a pain because there's a lot of screws you gotta take off, and these door panels are not the easiest to get off. Like you had seen on my, when I replaced a door handle, same procedure.